ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to CED Student General Orientation 2020 of the Taguig City University College of Education. Before we go to the highlights of this event, let us put ourselves in the presence of God by listening and watching this doxology to be led by Professor Archie Ferrer, and this will be followed by the singing of the national anthem and the Taguig City hymn.
Mga kababayan, ang pambansang awit ng Pilipinas.
Kayang mag-ibig, telos ng sinakanan, alam ng puso, sa titik mo'y buhay. Upang hinirang, tuyag ka ng mag-ibig, sa manlulupin, di ka pasisingil, sa nagagang tutok sa simoy at sa langit mo pagaw, ay ginatang tulad, awit sa pagkayang minamahal. Ang isang ng matawad mo'y tagumpay na nag-iindig, ang bituin at araw niya kailan pang ay di magtitindig. Luman ang araw ng walhagit pagsinta, mo'y langit sa piling ko. Ang ligaya ng pagkay mga api, ang mamatay ng dahil sa'yo.
Everyone, it is our privilege to have you with us today, especially to our TCU officials, our TCU President, Dr. Juan C. Berion, the Vice President for Academics, Dr. Amalia Rosales, the Dean of the Office of Student Affairs and Services, Dr. Miriam Pedelina, our College Dean, the Chairperson of MAED, Dr. Jennifer E. Talang, TC Head of Registrar Database, Sir Edgardo Arcega Jr., to our CED officials and faculty, and also to our dear students, good afternoon. Before anything else, I am Bernadette B. Gomez, welcoming you all in the CED Students General Orientation 2020 with the theme, Virtual Adaptation for Remote Learning. This orientation for students is an important part of our preparation for the upcoming opening of the school year 2020 and 2021. This meaningful event aims to orient our CED students to the implementation of flexible learning, to prepare them for the new normal as major players of teaching learning environment, and also to embrace the advancement of new scheme advocating the 21st century education. We shall now hear important messages from our TCU official. To inspire all of us with his message, it has always been such an honor for me to introduce to you a man of distinct vision and exceptional leadership qualities, the president of the Taguig City University, Dr. Juan C. Berion.
Oh, sorry. Can you hear me? Is it okay now?
Yes, yes, you're heard.
All right. A pleasant afternoon to everyone, especially to the College of the Champions. Good afternoon to everyone, no? Now, greetings to Ma'am Amalia Rosales, our VPAA, and then our Dean, our dynamic Dean of the college, Ma'am Tolang, all the chairpersons, Mr. Ma'am Ferrer, si Ma'am Edilio, Sir Maniulit, kasama ba? Sir Baltasar, si Jeyo, sino pa? I'm sure we have with us, nakalimutan ko na yung iba. I have not seen them. And of course, to our director of the OSAS, hindi pa pala director, hindi pala dean. She is chief of our guidance and counseling office. Effective January pa yun, Ma'am Padolina. Good afternoon po. Where are you? Then, of course, to all the faculty members who are there with us, who are here with us, and our beloved students. Do we have student participants? We have only 17 participants. So what we have here, of course, nandiyan si Sir Ed Arcega, no? Ang ating admissions officer ba ngayon o registrar pa rin? And then who else? So to everybody, no? To those who I felt to mention, ang faculty members natin, a pleasant afternoon, and I hope everybody is in good shape, everybody is sound and safe, mentally and physically. So this is the first, we call as the initial or the pioneer, no? Orientation of our students or orientation of the official DAM and faculty of the college. And so, as a virtual pioneering meeting or orientation, I hope everybody will be able to imbibe all our intentions, no, for this activity. All right. Never forget our vision. Of course, ang vision natin will be to become an eminent. Always inform our students of our vision, that we will become an eminent center of excellent higher education, no, and for social advancement. Sinasabi niya, for societal advancement. So yun ang palaging isa-isip natin at palaging ilagay sa utak ng mga bata. Especially ang College of Education natin meron kayong accolade na you are the home of the champions. Okay? I'm sorry, Ma'am Bernadette Gomez. Hindi ka ako nakapagpasalamat sa iyo, ha? For introduction. Okay, now. So, as a caring university, we see to it that we will always look after the welfare of each one of us. Ang faculty ang number one. Dapat, as much as possible, we will always observe the protocol, health protocols, as well as the ordinances ng lahat, no? From CED down to our city government. From city government down to CED. Yung IATF, we do not know what will happen after September 30 or sa October 1, we will know whether we will push through with the October 5 na opening ng classes natin. Okay? Now, as a caring university, as I was saying, hindi lamang tayo nakafocus sa ating mga non-teaching staff. Nakafocus tayo talaga sa ating mga anak, yung mga estudyante natin. And we always tell them na we are proud of them because they are the cream of the crop. Remember, sila ay yung mga 90 and above na ang kanilang GWA and they are accepted and admitted to our university because of such honor and credit. So we hope na hindi lamang 90 ang kanilang i-sustain na grades. With the help of the Lord, kailangan sila ay palaging in good health, no? Huwag nilang abusuhin ang kanilang pagiging malakas at saka dynamic because they are also prone. Ang result ng survey is that ang mga marami sa mga active cases ay mga 40 and above. So, fortunately, nagtatago kaming mga seniors, hindi kami nahahanap ni COVID. Kaya yung mga exposed are you, young faculty members, yung mga, kaya kailangan medyo maingat kayo kasi based on the present data, ang tinamaan ay yung mga exposed talaga sa gatherings and so forth and so on. Malalakas sila, hindi nila alam bakit sila ang nagka-COVID, no? So, yan ang as caring administration, kailangan as much as possible, we will have zero COVID-free. Kailangan COVID-free tayo. Zero COVID ang TCU. Kapag ang faculty ang tinamaan, it will be a disaster. No? Alright. So, kasi maapektuhan ang buong academic process, ang kanilang teaching and learning processes. Talagang maapektuhan kung wala yung faculty. So, you have to take note of that. Now, as I was always telling you, ever since na ako'y nasa administration as your OIC, we always tell also our students about the life cycle ng buhay para makamtan nila ang happiness and enjoyment ng life. Yung learn, then earn, and then share what they learn, share what they earn. No? Ganyan dapat ang ating philosophy sa ating caring university. Now, kailangan sabihin sa kanila to be successful in their stay in our university for 4 years or more. Wag nang mag-more. Kailangan 4 years. They are so blessed because wala silang mga problema when it comes to financial matters dahil they will not worry about their tuition fees or miscellaneous fees, di ba? So, dapat mag-focus na lang sila sa learning. Okay. Pagkatapos, also, of course, maraming challenges. Ang ating mga estudyante pa ay meron silang skills in adapting to the challenges. Ang challenge number 1 ay pagiging online ang teaching, online ang learning. So, yung modules nila, kailangan alam nila kung anong gagawin nila sa modules. Pero, as much as possible, kung wala pa yung mga modules natin, although we were promised that all our requests ay may bigay sooner or later, mga sana within this week or next week. Okay, wala na ngayong week hinihintay pa natin Friday na. So next week, we hope na the help and assistance from the local government will be with us. Ang sabi naman ni Sir George Tison, who is directly linked with the city mayor, ay gagawa niya ng paraan para yung mga needs natin ay andyan lahat. No? Okay, so for the meantime, as I said, siguro yung first two weeks, resort to online. Pagkatapos, if you can probably upload or in your gadgets yung mga 5 questions tungkol sa mga testing their knowledge about your subjects. Maaring sa ano na lang, sa Facebook, sa Messenger, or sa kanilang cellphones, no? Alright. So, ang mga faculty members, pwede nilang gamitin ang ating laboratories. For 730 class, yung mga 730 class faculty to the 6 classrooms, laboratory rooms, para wala kayong problema sa online, no? At least sigurado yung Wi-Fi natin doon sa 6 classrooms, 20 faculty members in 1 classroom. So, if you have your own laptops, maaari kayong mag-stay doon sa second floor, third floor, fourth floor. Yun. No? Okay. So, wala tayong problema kung gagamit pa lang tayo muna sa online. Now, remember, meron tayong LMS, no? May nagawa ang CICT. Congratulate natin ang ating mga IT gurus kasi they can help you input, no? Your modules doon sa LMS. So I told Sir Rubio, magsimula sila sa kanilang college. Lahat ang kanilang mga modules will be inputted into the TCU LMS. And so, it will be easier for you now, pati yung quizzes ninyo, pati yung mga estudyante ninyo nandun na, kukunin sa registrar's office yung master list, ilalagay na nila doon ang mga pangalan ng estudyante LMS kung may website na tayo. No? Okay. So yung website, I hope Sir Francis will be able to expedite and facilitate yung pagkakaroon natin ng ating web, anong tawag dito? Host, our website. Okay. So, yun, they should never forget to invite in the thoughts and in the minds of our students that they have to know how to pay gratitude to our faculty members, to the top level management, at saka ang City Hall. Because lahat ito ay mana from heaven. Imagine kung tayo siguro noon ang naging beneficiaries ng free education, baka hindi lang isang doctorate natin, di ba? Kung nagkaroon tayo ng chance ng ganitong scholarship na free college education, you could just imagine they will be able to get their degree in 4 years time. Pagkatapos, as I said, kung yung Unifast natin ay makukuha natin this semester, kasi dalawa itong semesters na ito Yung first semester pa lang, meron lang isang problem. Pagka magawa natin na paraan na yung problem na yan ay malutas, then we can have the 196 million, no? Na subsidy para sa ating mga estudyante. So, it will not only be a development of the students, but development of the faculty and the non-teaching staff and all that we need para tayo ay magagaling na magturo. So, most probably, baka tayo ay magkaroon ng sarili nating laptops or whatever we need, no? Para tayo ay maging efficient, effective, and efficacious. Okay? So yun, we've got to be resilient. ang lahat ng teachers ay wag na masyadong maraming mga changes, maraming challenges sa atin, lalong-lalo na sa grading system, sa assessment. So, wag nang mag-objective type as much as possible. Activity, activity, activity. At saka, puro mga essay. Kasi hindi sila pwede magkakapareho. And what is nice with the LMS is that pagka nagbigay kayo doon ng objective type of test, malalaman kaagad, makorekta kaagad ng program ang kanilang tama at maling sagot. So, they will know their scores. Kaya walang chance of cheating. Di ba? Okay. So, multiple choices ang mga gagamitin nyo. Mabilis. A, B, C, D, E lang. Okay? O, pwede rin true or false para mas mabilis. Pero, kailangan kasi sa true or false, kailangan i-explain nila bakit yun ang sagot. So, if you can give them time, why true, why false. So, naging essay siya, no? O, mahirap ba korekta? But the point is, you can see yung thought ng estudyante, di ba? Yung thinking process niya, maaring mali yung no niya, but yung kanyang sagot, remark, ay tama naman. So, maaring valid, di ba? Yung kanyang remark. Mali ang kanyang false, pero nung tinanong nyo, it false, meron siyang personal reason na maaring nag-isip. Okay? So, yun, we've got to be resilient as a teacher. Ang daming mga challenges ngayon. Kung online, hindi natin talaga makita kung talagang sila nga yung mga estudyante natin o hindi. So, kung hindi kaya ng screen natin ang 40 students at one time, you can meet half of the students, di ba? 50% of the students. So, 20 muna ngayon, and then, mamayang hapon, 20, kung meron silang time, a convenient time, na you can meet together na walang maapektuhan na bata. So, you have your own techniques. I have your capability. I have confidence and trust in your capabilities as teachers and as resilient teachers. Okay? So, yan, as much as possible, we will not discuss to them yung mga sadness in life, yung mga sad stories natin. Live up to the spirit ng happiness and joy. What naman i-depress ang mga estudyante natin kasi very depressing ang ating environment, di ba? Okay? So, always be grateful for the gift of life. Kasi at least tayo, we feel that we are free from the COVID. Malapit na siguro mawala ito. And we just pray and hope na all of us will learn and we will grow, no? With the new normal, magkakaroon ng back to the old normal. Ito na ang new normal natin, but I'm sure, sabi nga ni President Duterte, pagka may vaccine na, magpa-vaccine tayo and we can travel the whole world. Okay? And so, always tell them that in a caring university, ay tayo have the ability to love. No? Ay ability to love even the enemies. So, kung kaya natin yan, wala tayong cobweb sa ating isip. Palagi tayong masaya. Wala tayong nightmares sa gabi. No? Okay. And we have to celebrate every moment of our life. No? Each moment with the faculty, ating mga sinisilbihang mga tao is a joy. So let us celebrate that joy. No? Okay? So again, challenge natin, hindi ko alam kung kailan matapos ang first semester. Ang sabi ko kay Ma'am Ami, kay VPAA, why don't we try a trimester, no? for this school year lang, just to cope with the the lost time para makatapos tayo in 1 year. Lahat yung semester ay matapos natin and we are able to make all the students learn and grow. Oo. As we expect them to grow. So ayun, wala na akong ibang masabi pa, na mahaba na ata ang aking sabi. Alam mo naman pagka ako'y nagsalita, kung ano-ano na aking sasabihin. So with that, I wish everyone a sound mind and a sound body. Sound body, sound mind. No? So that we will become Olympians and champions as usual. So Dr. Tolang, ayan, you are at the helm. See to it na you are really the home of the champions. Okay? So, good afternoon to everyone and then good luck in all our undertakings. Okay.
Thank you so much, Press. So, another message will be given by our dynamic Vice President for Academics to women of great distinction, integrity, and pride. Please welcome Dr. Amalia Rosales.
Bernadette, Dr. Tolang, and the chairpersons of the College of Education, faculty members, and our students who we are welcoming this afternoon, our first year students. I was Dr. Tolang messaged me just a few minutes ago telling me that there are more than 100 students na nag-view ng YouTube. Sabi ko, very good. So, Dr. Birion, 100 students now are viewing our YouTube. So, thank you very much, President Birion, for gracing this particular welcoming program to our freshman students. And at least you have given them already a background of how we are going to go about for this particular normal situation, the new normal situation, abnormal, normal under the new normal situation. So I went over your program and I was able to get the 4 objectives why you are holding this particular orientation. First, we would like to welcome our freshman students, and Dr. Virion did that very well, no? Sa kanyang inspirational message. The other objective is the orientation and the implementation of the flexible learning, which I think Dr. Tolang and the rest of you program chairs will be doing later on after I have given my message. The third one is prepare the students to the new normal as part of teaching learning environment. Yes, we have to prepare our students to the new normal as part of the teaching learning environment under this particular situation. And the fourth is to embrace the advancement of the new scheme, advocating the 21st century education. In the
Excuse Ma'am Ami, nawala ang
okay, nawala ako. Bakit? Hindi ko naman sa minumute. Bakit bigla ako na-mute? Edgar, minute mo na yata ako. In that article, ang sabi doon, the academe needs to transform traditional classroom education to applied blended learning with an emphasis on developing new 21st century digital skills to develop future-ready talents that can thrive in global work environment. Still, the emphasis is global. And this is understandable because we are trying to put an end to what we call yung divide. We would like to have just one world. Wala nang mga boundaries na nakalagay. So, a global community ang mangyayari sa mga susunod na panahon. And I'm happy that there are students who have decided to enroll or to be admitted to our College of Education to become teachers. And teachers will never be outdated, or they will never be extinguished, because the teaching profession is definitely the one that mold, no? The one that the molders of other professionals. So tayo ang molders ng mga iba pang professional. Walang doktor, walang engineer, walang arkitekto, walang interior designer, walang mga computer expert na yan kung walang mga teachers na siyang ika nga magsisimula at gigiya sa kanila. Kaya itong mga dumarating sa atin ngayon na isang daan na bagong mga mag-aaral ng ating tinatawag na edukasyon, sa kanilang mga kamay ay nakasalalay ang napaka-importanteng katungkulan bilang mga susunod na guro ng ating bayan. One authority stated it this way about the teacher. Teaching is the profession that teaches all other professionals. So I have stated it earlier. And another one stated it this way. It is the supreme art of the teacher to awaken joy in creative expression in knowledge. So our students, our teachers, the future teachers especially, must be able to be creative. Last night, nakakita ako sa Facebook ng isang nag-viral na panawagan na isang mag-aaral. Hindi ko alam kung nakita ninyo ito, nakita sa Channel 7, ipinakita sa GMA, tapos nag-viral ito ngayon sa Facebook. At nandun yung isang bata na galing sa May Visayas. At nag-a-outpour siya ng kanyang damdamin dahil sa hirap na kanyang dinaranas dito sa tinatawag nating online teaching. At nagulat ako kasi akala ko walang makakaroon ng ganyang problema. Umiiyak talaga yung bata. Why? Kasi hinawala yung joy ng bata sa pag-aaral. Dahil yung mga teachers na dapat mag-develop ng joy sa kanila, yung mga teachers ng batang ito ay binigyan siya ng napakalaking pressure. Binigyan sila ng napakadaming requirements. Sabi ng bata, hindi na kami makahinga. Hindi na kami makakain. Hindi na kami makagawa ng anumang pwede namin gawin sa bahay. Hindi naman kami ganun kagagaling. Kaya bakit naman ganito kahirap ang ibinibigay sa amin? So, the joy of learning was extinguished from that poor soul. Kaya kayong mga papasok sa profesyon na ito at kayong mga nandyan na, nagtuturo na. Tingnan ninyo ang inyong pagtuturo at yung magiging teacher, paano kayo magtuturo? Dapat nating alisin ang joy sa mga mag-aaral natin. Bilang mga teachers, tayo dapat ay manguna sa pagbibigay ng interes sa mga estudyante, whatever the platform we are using in teaching our students, that they will not develop that kind of exhaustion in learning, in educating themselves. But they will always come dito sa YouTube, dito sa harapan ng computer, na nandun yung malaking malaking expectation nila, yung malaking kaligayahan nila, yung kanilang excitement, yung kanilang interest, rather than ayaw na ng bata na mabuksan kasi ang hirap-hirap ng pinagagawa ng mga teachers. At sabi nga ni Dr. Biryon, let us be caring. Let us be caring because this is definitely one time in our history that everybody must have to be caring to each other. So yung mga papasok sa atin na mga bagong mga mag-aaral na magiging teachers in the future ay siguro na may pangangailangan na ano rin sa kanila, isabi rin sa kanila that when we educate our students, your students, if you become future teachers when we educate our students, we should not educate them only with their minds. Wag lang utak, wag lang isip ang ating edukahan sa kanila. We have to educate the hearts also. Educate the mind, yes, that is important. However, never forget to also educate the heart. Because if you have not educated the heart of our students, there is no education at all. And that is uh, from the statements of Aristotle. Si Aristotle mismo ang nagsabi niyan. Even if you have educated the mind, but you have not educated the heart, there is no education at all. But Dr. Birion and I believe in that. We have always been espousing this kind of education, not only the education of the mind, but the education of the heart. And our teachers now, those who are now in active service, those who will be molding these future teachers who are coming to our portals now, this particular school year, this particular semester, they should always have this in mind. Lahat kayo siguro nandyan ngayon, yung mga teachers sa College of Education, always educate not only the mind, but also the heart. And if you are teachers, you who are there now, I hope that when you educate your students, you will bring with them or you will give them education that will definitely build their confidence. Education that will build their confidence, because if there is confidence, there will be hope in our students. And if there is hope in our students, there will always be that kind of thinking that there will always be peace. I got this from Confucius himself. Medyo inado ko lang ang pagka-state ko, but the point or the gem definitely ay gem mula kay Confucius. These were the teachers of long ago na hindi natin matatawaran ang kanilang kagalingan. So education is very important. Teaching is very important. I've been a teacher, a professor for 35 years of my life before I retired. Dr. Birion was also the same. We both taught in the university where there are so many students, thousands of them. 75,000 students coming from different sectors of society. May konting mayaman, mahirap, talagang mahirap. At mayroong iba-ibang ideologies. Mayroong centrist, mayroong leftist, mayroong centrist, leftist, rightist, ultra right, ultra left. Meron pang mga atheists, hindi naniniwala sa Panginoon. But we tried to educate these people. We tried to reach out to them. We tried to understand each of them. We tried to make our classroom a playground of the mind, not a torture chamber. No matter what their ideology is, during our time, we tried our best to make them feel that when they came into our classrooms, they would have this feeling of they are going to play intellectually. There will be exchanges, but the exchanges will be done in such a way that they are playing it just like little children. The intellectual playground of the mind. That should be the kind of classrooms that we have, whatever be the platform that we are using. And that is true also if we are now going to use this particular technology, the more that we should make our platform a classroom of the mind. So with that, I hope that both of us, ako ang nanay sa university, ang tatay ay si Dr. Birion, or if we would like, baka gusto ni Dr. Birion na magpalit kami, siya ang maging nanay, ako ang maging tatay, kasi mas malambot ang puso ni Dr. Birion kaysa sa akin. Medyo may katigasan ng puso ko eh. Dr. Birion is so soft-hearted, so kind and so understanding of people. But tumatayo kami sa universidad, and this we are opening to our students and to our faculty members. Especially ako, ngayon nyo lang ako nakita, ngayon nyo lang ako na makakasama bilang inyong Vice President for Academic Affairs. Kami ay tutulong hanggat magagawa naming tumulong, akayin kayo, dagdagan pa ang mga manalalaman ninyo, i-develop pa kayo ng gusto, students and faculty members, sapagkat iisa lang ang mithiin nating lahat. Ang ating universidad ay maging isang eminent university. Isang ikanga, not only a caring university, but a university that would be known as the dream of our mayor now, isang community university na mapamamarisan hindi lang sa Pilipinas, kundi sa buong Asia, Southeast Asia. With that, with Dr. Tolang, and with the chairpersons in your college, we try to work together as one family. Doctor, give our utmost cooperation to our president because he means well, he wants the best. Kahit bawal na nga pumunta sa TCU dahil matanda na rin naman siyang kagaya ko, 71 years old. No? Araw-araw halos napupunta si Dr. Berion sa TCU. And trying to definitely work with other people who are there. That is the kind of dedication that we have in our president. And I hope with that, you know, that we are going to give him also the best cooperation, the genuine caring also that he is giving to us. So welcome to our freshman students. We assure you that you are in good hands in the College of Education, sa ating Taguig City University, sa pangunguna ng ating nag-caring na City Hall, kay Mayor Lino at sa kanyang mga kasama. Sa inyong lahat, magandang hapon at mag-ingat tayong lahat dito sa COVID-19 na ito para hindi tayo magkasakit. Salamat po.
Dr. Rosales. And once again, as of now, ulitin ko lang po, we already have 400 plus viewers in our YouTube account for this event. So thank you so much for watching and for the support. Okay, another announcement for our other students who are watching through our Facebook account or waiting for our FB Live. We encounter some technical problem. So with that, you can watch our event through our YouTube account and use the shared or provided YouTube link for this event. Thank you. So, and now let's proceed to the orientation of the Office of Student Affairs and Services represented by our visionary Dean of the OSAS, It is a great honor to welcome Dr. Miriam Padolina.
our psychometrician and counselors. Our two administrative staff are always ready to help you see the right person for your concern. The student activities are supervised by the head of the Student Affairs Office at the left side of OSA's office. Our office is deeply concerned with the three major functions. Number one, for the student social norms such as academic excellence, student discipline, and good moral behavior. Number two, the student discipline classified as major and minor offenses. And number three, the corresponding sanctions for the different cases committed by the students. All offenses committed by the students shall be reviewed by the Discipline or Grievance Committee and will be deliberated based on the disciplinary measures or sanctions imposed by the university. They are classified into major and minor offenses. Some of the major offenses: plagiarism, cheating during the oral or written quiz or examination, and other requirements for submission, scandalous actions and indecent language, entering the school premises intoxicated with alcohol drinks or liquor, possession or use of illegal drugs, carrying or possession of firearms, deadly weapons on the school premises, immorality, or sexual misconduct. Some of the minor offenses. These minor offenses merit suspension, warning, or reprimand, disciplinary probation, and or fine to be determined by the university. Minor offenses are given in our student manual. About the details of these minor cases, you may visit our office. Feel free to be with us. The Dean of OSAS, yours truly, is an educator, counselor, and a psychologist. So, with or without problems, I am inviting any one of you anytime in the office. I could be your friend and your dean to help you and guide you onward for your definite success. I am open for your welfare. Good day and God bless us all.
Thank you, Dean, Dr. Padilina. So now to discuss about the new enrollment process and other pertaining school records for our students, it is my pleasure to introduce to you our hardworking TCU Head of Registrar Database. Please welcome Sir Eduardo T. Arcega Jr.
Hello po, good afternoon. Narinig na po ba ako? Ayan po. Good afternoon po pala sa ating University President, President Juan C. Berion, to our VP for Academics, Dr. Amalia Rosales, and to our Dean for the College of Education, Dr. Jennifer Tolam. Magandang hapon po, and also our different section head from different departments. Magandang hapon po. Magandang hapon po ulit mga freshman students.
Magandang hapon.
Ako po si Eduardo T. Arcega Jr. Ako po yung mag-orient po sa inyo regarding po to our new processes of enrollment and other pertinent processes po sa Registrar's Office. Okay. Siguro naman mga estudyante, certificate of enrollment po niya nang sa mga email po nila. If ever na hindi pa po nila nare-receive, you may call our registrar's number, which is 8635 8300, local 7201 or 72 hanggang 7205, or you may call our group number. It's 0966 8868 Ilalagay ko rin siya sa comment box section po ng ating Facebook Live. Okay po. And then, kasi minsan yung mga estudyante natin, nagbibigay sila ng mga email pero hindi naman yung tama. Kaya
may nagsasalita, hindi maintindihan si Ed.
Ay, sorry po. Hello po, okay na po ba? Okay na po, yun. Yan. So, make sure na
Alisin mo. Ed, alisin mo.
Wait lang po.
Yes, because somebody is talking, hindi naka-mute.
Okay na po.
Okay.
Ayan po.
There is somebody giving instruction and Ed is not understood. Can you mute someone who is giving instruction? Because
po kayo nakakapag-receive po ng mga inyong email certificate of enrollment, pwede nyo pong tawagan po ang registrar's office for more inquiries po regarding for your certificate of enrollment. para make sure po naka-enroll na po kayo this school year po. Secondly po, yung sa dropping of subjects po natin. Yung dropping of subjects, siyempre, sa panahon po ngayon, may mga cases po tayo na hindi na po talaga nang makayanan ng mga estudyante. You may drop your subjects kung hindi niya po talaga kaya, at pwede po ang process po nito is the dropping of subjects is allowed only 2 weeks before the midterm examination. So, before the dropping of subject, make sure na well-informed po yung inyong professor sa pagdadrop po ng kanilang mga subjects. And secondly, yung forms for dropping of subjects, siguro magkikreate na lang kami ng via Google Forms. Links will be posted to your Facebook page. Just search at official TCU or TCU Registrar's Office Group. Okay po. Kasi syempre, kailangan natin ma-adapt yung panibagong panahon po ngayon dahil sa pandemya po na ito. Lahat naman po tayo nagsasakripisyo, lahat po tayo naghihirapan, at kailangan lang tayo maging safe always. Always bring your sanitizer when going outside, alcohol, wash your hands, bring your face mask and face shield, and pakikasalamuha muna is medyo prohibit muna tayo. So, hiwa-hiwalay muna tayo. Okay. Next one is for the dropping of subjects. Okay, adding of subjects pala rather. Adding of subjects is allowed during the first week of classes only. Ito yung sa mga estudyante gusto mag-add ng mga subjects po nila. You may inform your course evaluator when it comes to adding your subjects, or just call yung sinabi ko nga kanina, yung TC Registrar's Office number for adding up your subjects inquiry. Next one. Withdrawal of registration. Ayaw po naman namin upon checking to my record, meron po tayong mga education na currently enrolled na po tayo is naka 238 na po tayo mga freshmen. So, sa mga balak o kung hindi nyo naman balak, mag-withdraw po ng inyong enrollment after na makapag-enroll po kayo, meron pong tayong processes for withdrawal of registration. A student who withdraw his or her registration within specified period shall entitled to withdraw his or her credentials as a requirement for enrollment. But if withdrawal was made outside the specified period, the rules on dropping shall be followed. Okay, first one is you need to secure and accomplish for withdrawal of registration. Next one is you need to present a written statement from parent, guardian, or sponsor indicating that the responsible person know of the student intent to withdraw. Okay? Submit a copy of the accomplished withdrawal form to the registrar's office for recording purposes. Sa mga freshmen po natin, alam natin na 21 and below po sila. As per IETF policy, bawal po silang lumabas. So as much as possible, pwede po yung parents po nila na hindi po 60 above po ang magpasa po ng any case ng mga documents na kailangan din ng registrar's office. Or gagawa po ang registrar's office po natin ng online processes po natin na hindi na po kailangan pumunta yung mismong estudyante po dito sa TCU po. Next one, the completion forms. The completion of quiz, an incomplete quiz must be completed within 1 year. Kunyari, natapos nyo na po yung midterm, natapos nyo na po yung finals, and then binigyan po kayo ng grade po ng inyong professor po na INC. Yung INC po na yan is kailangan makompleto po yan within 1 academic year lang po from the date and the grade of INC has been received. Otherwise, the grade becomes an automatic failure. So, kailangan hindi po tayo magpabaya sa ating mga completion form, kundi magiging 5 po yan automatic. So the process will be you need to follow is you need to secure the completion form the university registrar, and complete quiz must duly signed by the subject instructor, recommending approval by the college dean, and to be submitted to the office of the registrar po. Okay, one. Next po is yung evaluation of grades. After po lahat po na matapos po itong semestre po na to, magkakaroon po tayo ng evaluation of grades po ninyo. tayong connection kasi ito yung problema natin pagdating sa online natin eh. Na pag bigla namamatay ng kuryente, nag-brown out, saka yung mga nawawalan tayo ng connection sa internet. So dapat naka-prepare po tayo, lagi tayo merong nakahandang mga power generator, power bank as much as possible para tuloy-tuloy po yung connection po natin at walang interruption. Okay, yun nga, i-continue ko na yung discussion ko regarding dun sa evaluation of grades po natin. So yung sa evaluation of grades po natin, mga students is every end of the term, meron po tayong magkakaroon ng evaluation. So after nyo po matapos po yung isang semestre po na yon, i-evaluate po ng course evaluator po ninyo dito sa registrar's office kung ang mga subjects nyo pong in-enroll po ay pasado na po kayo or kung hindi naman or bagsak or kung ano naman naging problema, i-evaluate po kayo. Sila po yung mag-evaluate po per course evaluator po natin kung ano po yung mga subjects po ninyo na kukunin sa susunod po na semestre po ninyo. Now, yung for clarification lang po, if in case po na nagkaroon po tayo ng problema sa mga subjects po ninyo, like yung iti-take nyo po yung mga prerequisite subjects, make sure na wala po kayong maging problema para kunyari si English 1, nag-fail po kayo or nag-INC po kayo, hindi nyo po pwedeng matake si English 2 kasi it is a prerequisite subject. So make sure na wala po kayong maging problema sa mga tinitake nyo po mga subjects, lalo na po pag may mga prerequisites. So next one is yung requesting for credentials. Okay. Yung requesting for credentials of the students, kung gusto nyo pong mag-request po ng mga inyong pertinent documents like transcript of record, your certificate of grades or other pertinent documents, since medyo delikado pa po yung panahon po natin, as much as possible, wala po tayong mga walk-in since meron tayong kinakaharap na pandemya. Links for requesting will be available once okay na po ang naturang forms at official TCU page or the TCU Register Software Group sa Facebook po. Yun lang po yun. And that's end of my orientation for the day. I hope you will keep safe and stay healthy. Thank you and God bless.
So much, Sir Edgar. So, if you have any questions or concerns, please type into our comment box. Our presenter will answer those questions during our open forum. Now, I would like to call on our college research coordinator, Professor Cristina Reyes, for presenting the CED officials and faculty.
Good afternoon, everyone, to our TCU officials, CED officials, faculty members, and to our students. Good afternoon. So I'm gladly presenting to you the CED organizational structure, heading by the CED officials under the Dean of College of Education, Dr. Jennifer E. Tolang. Program Chair of the Bachelor of Elementary Education, Professor Jocelyn M. Idilio. Program Chair of BSc English, Professor Archie L. Ferrer. Program Chair of Bachelor in Physical Education, Professor Mark Vincent S. Manlangit. Program Chair of the BSc Mathematics, Professor Monimar B. Beles. Officer in charge of BSc Science and the Coordinator of Extension Services, Faculty President of the College, Professor J.O.J. Manulit. Coordinator of the Teaching Internship Program, Professor Jojo I. Baltasar. Coordinator of the Research Office, yours truly, Professor Maria Cristina D. Reyes. And the Coordinator of CED Laboratories, Professor Edita C. Mateo. Now I'm presenting to you the college faculty. Under the Elementary Education Department, headed by the Professor Jocelyn M. Idilio, Professor Igna Ana V. Dimco, the second-year advisor. Third-year advisor, Professor Angelica D. Plarisan. Our fourth-year advisor, Professor Edita C. Mateo, and Dr. Joella Tukib. For the English department, under the supervision of Professor Archie L. Ferrer, Mr. Ridwan A. Tangili, second-year advisor, Ms. Edneline Joyce B. Capa, third-year advisor, Professor Bernadette Gomez, fourth-year advisor, Professor J. I. Alonso, and Professor Josefino C. Pogoy. For the mathematics department, headed by Professor Monimar B. Velez, second-year advisor, yours truly, Maria Cristina D. Reyes, the third-year advisor, Professor Prodelisa B. Ferrer, and Professor Jojo I. Baltasar. For the physical education department, headed by Professor Mark Vincent S. Manlangit, we have Professor John Ray Amano, the second-year advisor, Ms. Kesa Alves, Mr. Nico Mediana, and Ms. Catherine Raimundo. And lastly, for the science department, we have under Professor J. Manulit, we have Professor Amy N. Caudal, Ms. Ana Sofia de la Peña, Dr. Joella Tukib, and Dr. Lorna T. Enerva. In behalf of the faculty members, we welcome you students to academic year 2020-2021.
Thank you, ma'am. So let us break the monotony for a short while as Mr. Kenji Falcon from BSc English with his song number entitled Lihim.
Ano ba? Okay na. Ito ba? Look at this. Panginoon, ang nais ko, kagandahan mo ay pagmasdan, pag-ibig mo sa aking dugo. Salita mo'y pangmahawakan, sa iyo lamang matatagpuan, sa iyo lamang. Mananatili sa iyong lilim, na masumpungan ka sa dakong lihim. Mananatili sa iyong lilim, sasambahin ka sa dakong lihim. ay galing at sandigan ko, di magbabago ang ako mo. Salita mo'y panghahawakan, sa iyo lamang matatagpuan, sa iyo lamang mananatili sa iyong lilim at sasambahin ka sa dakong lihim. Mananatili sa iyong lilim at sasambahin ka sa dakong lihim. Mananatili sa iyong lilim, masumpungan ka sa dakong lihim. Mananatili sa iyong lilim, sasambahin ka sa dakong lihim. Ang papuri ko tanging sa'yo lamang inialay, Panginoon. Ang puso ko sa'yo magpakailanman. Ang papuri ko tanging sa'yo lamang inialay, Panginoon. Ang puso ko sa'yo magpakailanman. Mananatili sa iyong lilim, masumpungan ka sa dakong lihim. Mananatili sa iyong lilim, sasambahin ka sa dakong lihim. Mananatili sa iyong lilim, masumpungan ka sa dakong lihim. Mananatili sa iyong lilim at sasambahin ka sa dakong lihim. Mananatili sa iyong lilim at masumpungan ka sa dakong lihim. Mananatili sa iyong lilim at sasambahin ka sa dakong lihim. Thank you po.
Thank you so much for that amazing song number. At this juncture, let's move on to the presentation of policies and guidelines for CED students to be discussed by the Chairperson of Mathematics, Professor Monimar Velez, together with Professor Angelica Plarizan from the Ed Department.
Good day, College of Education, and to our TCU official. I will now present the College of Education Policies and Procedures, Manual for Students. Students' Policy for Admission. Applicants for admission to an undergraduate degree program of the College of Education must meet the minimum standards set forth by the Board of Regents and the Management Committee of the Taguig City University, as well as the specific requirements set by the program into which they seek admission. On top of the requirements set forth by TCU, the freshmen wanting to enroll in any of the CED programs should qualify the following requirements: must have a general weighted average of 85% and no grade below 80%. And second, pass the accommodation or diagnostic exams to be given by the college on a scheduled date. And third, admission to the CED is determined by the Office of the Admissions, Registrar, and the College of Education. And for those students who wish to transfer to the CED should have no grade below 2.50 or equivalent to 80%, and with a general weighted average or GWA of 85%. Students should fill up a transfer or shift form, which they will procure from the office of the registrar. He or she should also pass the interview to be given by a member of the CED management team. And the College of Education Policy for Mock Board Exam. This mock board was designed as a learning activity to help students gain familiarity with the questions formats in the overall board licensure examination for professional teacher or BLET. The student should pass a series of mock boards to be shortlisted to take the in-house BLET review as a prelude to an endorsement for a more rigid off-campus review to be given by a third party, free of charge. The CED series of mock boards shall be taken on the following schedules: once per semester on their fourth year level, one pre-assessment of the review center. Compliance thereof will entitle a student to a slot in the free review program of the city government of Taguig. The student should meet the following: all student teachers shall be asked to sign a waiver that also secure the signatures of the students or parents, guardian, husband or wife. Must achieve an overall weighted score of 80% from the series of MacBoard examinations. And now, let me discuss also the academic or social misconduct. Academic misconduct means the violation of the college or university policies involving academic integrity. Examples include, but are not limited to: A. Intentional tampering of grades, resubmitting assignment for more than one class without the permission of the professor. B. Intentionally taking part in obtaining or distributing any part of a test that has not been administered. C. Cheating. D. Plagiarism. E. knowing or furnishing false information to a university official, and fabrication, and any other acts not enumerated above, but tantamount to having committed such act. Social misconduct, disorderly conduct, disrupting college or university, drug distribution or drug possession or drug use, smoking a cigar or cigarette, false information, fire equipment and hazard, harassment. Sanctions for the following misbehavior or academic misconduct. For a reason that future educators should value high standard professional ethics, it is therefore decided that all enumerated academic misconduct are considered grave offenses, hence subject to severe consequence or punishment. We have a different form of offenses. We have minor and major. For the minor offense, for the first, verbal reprimand. Second offense, written reprimand. And third, grade penalty or suspension. And for the fourth offense or more, disciplinary probation. And for the major offenses, for the first offense, we have suspension. For the second, loss of privilege or negative notation and transcript. And for the third offense, we will have expulsion. And that's it, and thank you so much.
For the continuation, here is the CED online learning policy for online learning. For general policy, CED students should comply on the following policies. First, undertake pre-test at the start of every semester and post-test at the end of every semester. Obtain an online class attendance of at least 50% of the entire course required hours. Follow class schedule and observe on-time submission of online class outputs such as online tasks, online activity, homework, quizzes, and online examinations. Abide with the no screenshots and no video recording rule during the online learning. Show respect to their instructors, professors, and other students during online or offline classes, and exhibit honesty and integrity at all times. For the online academic misconduct, it is the violation of any college policies and code of conduct that students engaged into via the internet, online class, or the social media. This also includes student behavior during online class proper, testing or examinations, and extended to the interaction with their professors and other students in the virtual, distance, and remote teaching and learning. For minor offenses, first one is inappropriate behavior such as use of abusive and profane words, wearing of inappropriate and unprofessional attire, such as plunging necklines, barebacks, etc. Classroom disturbances like meddling during instructions, lesson, to the detriment of other students, disruptions of classes to suppress academic freedom of speech. And for major offenses, disrespect to the academic authorities, your instructors, professors, teaching interns, and support services providers. Cheating in any form may and or may not be limited to the following: obtaining or copying of work of information from someone, using another student's work or paper for submission, allowing students to do one's work by sharing his or her own class code, taking an exam for another student's or vice versa. Plagiarism, or using or submitting someone else's work as his or her own without proper acknowledgement or citation. Cyberbullying, identity theft, using another student's class codes or personal information, sharing someone's personal information without consent, and sharing malicious screenshots, conversation to another individual or group. Falsification such as altering academic records or documents, forging of signatures of authorities, and manipulation or creation of false data. For the sanctions of online academic misconduct, all minor violations will be penalized after 3 consecutive warnings. Verbal reprimand for first offense, written reprimand for second offense, failing grade of the class or assignment for third offense, and dismissal from course if it is done repeatedly. For major offenses, all major violations are subject to suspension for first offense, loss of scholarship for second offense, and expulsion for third offense. At this point, allow me to present to you the students' organization under the College of Education. In line with the college's effort to strengthen leadership, teamwork, and camaraderie to be extended to its learners, every student enrolled at CED is automatically became a member of the Society of Student Teachers, or the SST, as its prime association, and also be affiliated with the organization of their program or majors or their field of specialization. Their membership is safeguarded by the virtue of the bylaws and constitution of their party. These are the 6 students organization under the College of Education. The umbrella organization is the Society of Student Teachers, under of which we have the 5 student organization. The first one is the Guild of English Majors, PE Club, Mathematics Club, Abacada, and Nucleus. So for instance, you are a BSE Mathematics students, you are automatically a member of Society of Student Teacher, and of course the Mathematics Club. For PE students, you are automatically a member of PE Club, and of course the Society of Student Teachers. So that's how it works for the membership of on the students organization. Here is the list of the official or the newly appointed officials on the Society of Student Teachers under or headed by Jater J. Sabusab under the supervision of Professor Jojo L. Bartazar as their advisor. Next one, the Abacada, headed by Sharina May Paanyo as their president and spearheaded by or under the supervision of Professor Jocelyn M. Endilio as their advisor. Next is the Mathematics Club, headed by Alicia Marie Huaper, under the supervision of yours truly, Professor Monimar B. Velez. The PE Club, headed by Carl Louis Estrella, under the supervision of Professor Mark Vincent S. Manlangit. The Guild of English Majors, headed by Janus Angelus Musni as their president, under the supervision of Professor Archie L. Ferrer. And as for the Nucleus, actually they set their election on September 30, so that's why they're not having an official officers, a list of officers. So their advisor, Professor Jayo Maniulit, made sure naman na i-inform yung lahat ng mga science majors about that. And at this point, let me present to you yung ating pledge of allegiance for this event. So ayan. So all students will be provided or will be given this what we call the Pledge of Allegiance, which also certifies that you have attended and fully understood all the matters being discussed or that were discussed during this event. So have it signed by you and your representing guardian. So I have here provided also the steps on inserting digital signature, since yun lang yung pinaka best way on how to deliver this Pledge of Allegiance or this file to you. So ayan. So here are the steps on inserting the digital signature. So ayan. So actually mas madali siya kung merong digital pen or pen drive. So ayan. So this will be provided by your corresponding advisors, and then after you have signed it, you should send it back to your advisors or your program chairs. And that concludes the discussion on the CED policies and guidelines. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Sir Veles and Ma'am Clarisan. Next, to discuss the delivery of flexible learning, please welcome the Faculty Assistant to the Dean for Mathematics Department, Professor Flor de Liza B. Ferrer.
Good afternoon, everyone. So I think you are all excited on how College of Education will push through this coming semester. So I am tasked to present to you or discuss the College of Education's flexible learning approach. Okay, so as you can see on the screen, so we have here the flexible learning approach. So this is a Venn diagram. If you are all familiar with Venn diagram, it has two circles that are intersecting, two intersecting circles. So on the green part, we have here the synchronous, and on the red part, we have the asynchronous. And then on the universal, we have here the learning management system. So ano ibig sabihin nito? So all students, all CED students will be enrolled in a learning management system. Kung anong learning management system yung gagamitin, to be announced na lang muna. But this is the plan of the College of Education. So on the middle part, the yellow part, so intersection yan ng dalawang circle, so meaning to say, common yon between the synchronous and asynchronous. So as you can see there, there's a word module, meaning to say, all students will be given module for all students. Okay. So, sa synchronous, ito yung mga students with resources, meaning to say, available yung internet connection nila, tapos meron silang mga gadget to be used. So, pwede sila under the synchronous approach. Anong meron doon? So, feedbacks are given in real time, and then activities are discussed during the online classes. While students with limited resources, so meaning to say, siguro sa lugar nila, medyo mahina yung data or yung internet, so pwede sila mag-fall under asynchronous. So here on asynchronous, feedbacks are scheduled based on students' availability as well as the teachers or instructors or professors' availability. So mag-uusap kayo kung kailan kayo pwede para meron tayong feedbacking. And then activities are provided on modules. So most likely yung asynchronous, it is done offline. Kaya nga siya asynchronous. Then ulitin ko lang lahat, synchronous man or asynchronous, dapat meron kayong learning management system or naka-enroll sa LMS. Okay, so if you have questions or clarification, type nyo lang sa comment box sa YouTube. Okay, next. System. So this time, parang wala nang excuse sa atin na hindi tayo mag-LMS. I think yung iba sa inyo naka-experience na ng learning management system na ginamit last semester during the summer class. So, siguro familiar kayo lahat sa Google Classroom. So, yung Google Classroom, that is under the G Suite for Education. So, yun yung LMS na ginamit. Kapag ginamit yung G Suite for Education, may may option dyan na Google Calendar, Google Drive, Google Forms, and so on. So what are the advantages? Number one, easy to use and accessible from all devices. So it can be used with desktop, laptop, and then sa mga smartphones. Number two, effective communication and sharing. So sa number 2 kasi dito rin nagpo-post ng announcement si teacher, di ba? So mas maganda dyan mag-post ng announcement kesa sa group chat. Kasi sa group chat minsan natatabunan yung mga messages. Kaya yung announcement, doon na lang ipopost sa Google Classroom. Number 3, convenience in assignment processes. So yung number 3 din, experience namin yun nung summer, doon din nagpo-post na assignment si teacher. Tapos doon din nakalagay kung kailan kailangan i-submit yung assignment. Then effective feedback. Number 5, clean and user-friendly interface. 6, great in commenting system. So meron din dyan kasi parang private. For example, si student, nagpasa ng assignment and then may question siya kung tama ba yung assignment niya. Meron doon na comment section, nag-uusap si teacher tsaka si student. So yun yung kinagandahan na Google Classroom. Economical and paperless. Disadvantages, no automated updates. Number 2, limited yung integration options. And then number 3, editing problems. Ako as a math teacher, medyo problema ko din yan kung paano kami mag-i-insert ng mga equation sa Google Classroom. Pero nagawa naman namin ng paraan. Pinicturean na lang namin yung mga equation. Next. So, ito, ipapresent ko sa inyo are the orientation schedule. So, ano ba mangyayari for the following days? So, today, September 24 and 29, will be the student orientation. So, September 24 is for the old students, meaning to say, simula second year hanggang third year students. And then sa September 29, may isa ulit na orientation for freshman students naman siya. Second, ito, to be announced na lang yung sending of registration form of the students through email. Class code must be provided. Since gagamit nga ng LMS, for example, ang gagamitin natin Google Classroom, siyempre kailangan nyo ng class code, tama ba? So ngayon, sa part ng teacher, gagawa kami ng class code and then will be distributed na lang sa inyo. Ang kakausapin nyo dyan ay yung mga class advisor nyo. So dapat keep the communication between the advisor. Yun yung mahalaga ngayon. Kasi kapag hindi kayo na contact, baka mahuli kayo sa mga announcement. Next, September 30 to October 2 will be soft opening. Ano mangyayari sa soft opening? I will discuss it later. And then October 5, tentative lang to, sabi ni Dr. Birion kanina. So, official school opening siya and then pre-test administration. So, mag-wait pa tayo ng further announcement kung mag-open talaga tayo sa October 5. Kung hindi naman, i-announce na lang din. Okay? Next. So, ito yung sa soft opening scenario. So, medyo, may diagram dito. Ano naman to, para naman sa teacher. Pero ano yung kinalaman nyo dito? So ito yung nakikita nyo sa color blue, di ba? Students, ito yung sa students. Parang ito yung flow kung anong mangyayari between kung paano namin kayo makikita. Siyempre, ang dami nyo. Paano nyo makikita si teacher nyo, di ba? For example, naka-enroll kayo sa calculus, paano nyo malalaman kung sino yung teacher? So parang ito yung magiging flow. Sa amin naman to, as a teacher, tsaka sa administration. Pero ito nga siya, sa evaluator, kung magawa to, si evaluator ay i-contact sa students para dun sa mga class code. Otherwise, pwede naman na si advisor ang magbigay ng student code para ma-enroll kayo dun sa LMS. Mahalaga kasi na may LMS. Yun yung pinaka-monitoring natin. Next, ito na, school opening scenario. So as you can see here, si program chair ay nakakonect kay course facilitator. So, si program chair and then pupunta na sa learning proper. Since nakapag soft opening na tayo, di ba? Meaning to say, naka-enroll na kayo sa LMS. So, sa day ng school opening, hindi, parang medyo smooth na ang transition natin. So, magka-community program share kung okay na, tas down to course facilitator, ito yung teacher nyo, and then pwede na kayo mag-proceed sa learning proper. May kita nyo din dito yung support services. So, meron din kaming prepare na support services if ever na hindi kayo naka-attend ng synchronous na session or kahit asynchronous tapos hindi kayo makontak, si support service din ang kukontak sa inyo para ma-reach namin kayo. Okay? Tapos ito namang course log laboratory para sa teacher naman yan and then yung college LMS coordinating. So huwag kayong mag-alala kasi sama-sama tayo dito. No one is ready sa pandemic kaya hashtag we're in this together. So that will be all for the flexible learning approach. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Professor Flor de Lisa Ferrer. At this point, let us proceed to the open forum to moderate all your queries regarding the topic discussed by our presenters. May I call on the College Coordinator for Laboratories, Professor Edita C. Mateo.
We're now going to begin answering the questions submitted during today's orientation. As a reminder, don't forget to mention your name, course, and section. You can still type and submit questions through question pane in your chat box or message box. Okay na. Okay, we're now going to begin answering the questions submitted during today's orientation. As a reminder, don't forget to mention your name, course, and section. You can still type and submit questions through question pane in your chat box or message box. Our first question is from Rowena Estimo, and her question is, Sir Edgar, pwede po bang pa-drop ng registrar's landline? And until now po, hindi ko pa po na-receive yung COE ko. And I think it was already answered by Sir Edgar Arcega. Okay na, sir. Okay na. Okay, from Hanilyn Libera, pwede po ba kaming kumuha ng COE last SEM, second SEM for scholarship? Sabi naman po ni Sir Edgar in our chat box, pwede po, and then makipag-coordinate lang po tayo sa inyong course evaluator. And sa mga second year to fifth year students po, pwede po kayo makipag-coordinate din sa mga course evaluator po ninyo if hindi po kayo nakaka-receive ng inyong mga COE for this school year po. Okay, from Leah Grace Eden Esmeralda, BSE, English second year, 2019. Ma'am, paano po namin malalaman kung sino po yung advisor namin to keep us updated po? Thank you so much, ma'am. God bless you po. Kanina, it was flashed and discussed by our respective Professor Maria Cristina Reyes. Andun po yung mga advisory class na meron po tayo from different course. Okay, pagka English second year po is si Sir Ridwan Tangili, ang inyong class advisor. BSE English 2019 second year. Opo. Okay po. Wala na pong questions. Mag-wait po kami ng mga 5 minutes pa. From Arian Dahay, paano po yung magiging set ng practicum ng 4th year? Magkakaroon po tayo ng separate orientation for the incoming practicumers natin ngayon. So please wait for the further announcement po. From Rodel Logroño, BE Ed, incoming second year. Kailan po pala namin malalaman yung grade school namin? Last second semester. Thank you po. Sa registrar office po tayo makikipag-coordinate regarding that. Siguro pa magkakaroon din kayo ng evaluation of grades. Okay, meron din dito kay Rowena Bata Estimo, BSE English second year. Ma'am Mateo, paano po yung mga students na merong additional subjects? As per Sir Edgar, sabi niya kung may adding subjects po, pwede po kayong makipag-coordinate sa registrar course evaluator po. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Ma'am Mateo. So and now, to formally close this orientation, may I call on our College Dean, the woman of great distinction who tirelessly dedicated herself for this college, the mother of the College of Education. Please welcome Dr. Jennifer E. Tolang.
In the middle of every difficulty lies opportunity. This was given by Albert Einstein. My respect to the Taguig City University officials headed by the caring President Dr. Juan C. Birion, our dedicated Vice President for Academic Affairs, Dr. Amalia C. Rosales, the hardworking Dean of OSAS, Dr. Miriam Padolina, the Chief Officer in the Registrar's Office, Mr. Edgar Arcega, faculty members and students, greetings of peace and wellness. The CED Orientation 2020 First Wave showed the strong determination and enthusiasm of every individual involved in this institution to continue the education for this school year. Determination to pass the obstacles we are facing in these trying times, and enthusiasm to continue the education even if we are all struggling to adapt in the next normal situation in education. Since the students are considered physically absent in this flexible learning, we are encouraging parents and guardians to be their virtual classroom facilitators and help us to maintain the discipline in the learning process. Every teacher in our college assures the same level of involvement, commitment, and passion to deliver their lesson, whether offline or online. Indeed, these traits are what I am proud of them. And hopefully, our students will also be like their professors. Students, you are now considered future teachers in the post pandemic education. You must acquire all the lessons, not only in the virtual classroom, but also the lessons in this pandemic brought to our lives. No reason to stop learning, but more reasons to keep on surviving. I would like to commend the organizers of this event, headed by program chairs Jocelyn Edilio and Archie Ferrer, and all the members of the working committee Job well done and more virtual events ahead. And to everyone, thank you for sharing your precious time to be with us today. Again, blessed afternoon to all and stay safe, everyone.